Hey man, I'm gonna just show you real quick how to take apart the DMAGs. I was gonna take these apart anyway, so I just thought I'd go ahead and take the opportunity to show you how these come apart. They come apart pretty easy. All you need is just a really thin, screwdriver. If you can see, actually I used this one. A pretty thin flathead screwdriver, something like that. And what you do is you see this bottom part comes apart in two pieces. So you're gonna wanna stick one in here. Just kind of widen this little flap there. Let's see if I can do this. And you kind of pull it apart, where it kind of like comes apart there. You just put it in the other side, and just yank them apart. You give them a wiggle them a little bit. There you go. These come apart in two pieces, and then it's gonna have two springs inside. So just has one, but it's gonna be two. And that's it. Let me show you again. You go from the bottom. This is the bottom of the magazine. This is the top here. So you go from the bottom of the magazine, kind of put it in there, pull it apart a little bit where it's out. The flap is kind of out, and you kind of push in the other one. You don't have to go too crazy. About to say you don't have to go too crazy or it's gonna fly all over the place like that, but it's all right. They're pretty tough plastic. If one of these little flaps break, it's like $1 for these, so it's not that big a deal. So you pull out the two springs. You get the two followers. These are the followers. This whole thing comes out. It's like a sleeve. And then this whole thing comes out. This is actually two pieces, two sides to this, like that. Okay. I actually have like 20 magazines, so I'm gonna try and get you like the best pieces, you know, put together like the best pieces that I can. Like some of these followers are a little worn down and stuff like that, just from being used, normal use. So I'm gonna try and get you the best ones I have. So when you go to put them back together, you're gonna take one of these pieces here, and then you're gonna take this long skinny piece and put the left one in first. Then you take the other long one and put the right one in. Just push it all the way up like that. And then you go ahead and put this piece on top to close it up. There you go. Now you're gonna take this with the springs on the bottom. You're gonna wanna oil these springs and oil these springs too. Probably the same oil you use for the marker, or WD-40 or something. And then you take this sleeve and you slide them into the sleeve. Now you have to be careful, because when you're sliding them in, the spring, if you're holding it this way, the spring is on the bottom right and then on the top left. So these little holes right here, the bottom right has to match up. You see how here the bottom right, you'll see like a little like groove, so it's kind of circular. See, like that wouldn't match up. It's gonna have to be this side. See how the bottom right is like a little circle groove, and the top left is a circle groove. So that's where it lines up, and you slide it in, and it slides in nice and easy. If it's the other way, put it in the wrong way, it's not gonna slide in so easy. It's like resistance and stuff. So you slide it in nice and easy. go ahead and put it into the main shell. Drop the followers in. Drop the springs in. Then you hold the cap on the back down. Now you want to make sure you line them up with the proper holes here. Make sure it's on the left, and make sure it's in the left hole there. And turn it over and make sure that's on the left hole in there. The springs go into the corresponding holes. Just double check, make sure you're good. And then you go ahead and put the pieces that slide in on the side here. So you put one in first, flip it over, still hold it down, and then you put the other one in until it clicks. It clicks together, and there you go, nice and solid.